Welcome back, everybody. Today is Giving Tuesday, so it's really a great time to make your donations go further, and it's an important reminder that there are so many wonderful nonprofits here in San Diego that need your help. I mean, they are the backbone of our community, right? They're helping out so many different people across our area. So this morning, we have Bob Kaminsky, the Chief Strategy Officer for Feeding San Diego, joining us, along with Michael Hopkins, CEO of Jewish Family Services of San Diego. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. How are you?
We're good. We're good. It's good to see you both. And we're going to start with Bob, Feeding San Diego. It looks like you are in the warehouse, I believe. Tell us, for people who don't know, what do you do for Feeding San Diego there? How do you help so many San Diegans?
Well, good morning, and thank you very much for this opportunity. I am in the warehouse on a little over perch that looks down to the warehouse floor. And Feeding San Diego is exactly what it says. We help feed San Diegans throughout the county who may be in need of nutrition and who are facing hunger. So it's a pretty extensive operation that we have, and it reaches, as mentioned, all across the county. So my job as Chief Strategy Officer is working primarily with our operations team and getting the food out to the places of need, as well as working the strategy. How is it that we can have greater impact through our network, and what changes do we need to make in order to be more effective in getting food into the hands of the people who need it?
And Bob, I want to point out, throughout the pandemic, we were there covering a lot of these drive-up drives that you had, and you see so many different people who, just lost jobs because of the pandemic. It's tough. A lot of them were, embarrassed to talk about the fact that they need food, but they need that help, and that's what you're there for. Talk a little bit about that. Throughout the pandemic and now, what have you really seen? Who's been coming out asking for donations and asking for your help?
Well, it's interesting you bring up that line of question. I was at the Southwestern Community College drive-through distribution that Feeding San Diego hosts twice a month. I was there this past Saturday, and we had over 1,180 families drive through during a 2-hour period.
Wow.
I talked with a lot of the people that were stopping at one of the pickup stations asking, and I'll say it was maybe a random sample of about 20 people. Out of those 20, 15 of them, for their very first time, were reaching out asking for help. Now, this is after the peak of the pandemic. It's the economic impacts that are hurting people right now. And for the first time, many San Diegans are stepping out and saying, I need a bridge.
Yeah.
I need some help. One family in particular that struck me was talking about, my wife and I are retired. We're on a fixed income, and we are now taking care of our grown daughter and her 3 children.
Wow.
Because dad split, and now mom has 3 children to take care of, and they are home again. But mom and dad, who are taking care of daughter and grandchildren, needed help. That's where we are coming in as an impact in this community.
Wow, and that's helping so many people in that one family alone. And food should not be something that anyone here in San Diego or beyond has to worry about. But we've covered this many times. The cost is so high, which of course is why donations are so important for people who are able to do that. Michael, we didn't forget about you. I want to bring you in this conversation as well. Let's tell our viewers, what do you guys do at the Jewish Family Services?
So JFS has been around for more than 100 years. We serve the entire community. And so in addition to food, I mean, our goal is really to create more secure, stable, and connected lives for individuals. And so, partnering with Feeding San Diego, we'll provide case management, we'll work with families. Sometimes it's emergency financial help, transportation for older adults. So it's really the wraparound services that we provide for the individual or the family.
And you help people of all faiths and all backgrounds, right? Who are the people that are turning to you for assistance?
We do. It's the cross-section of San Diego. I mean, just like Bob said, it's really a variety of individuals. We also offer during the week, 3 times a week, we offer distributions at JFS on Balboa Avenue. And it's really all different types of individuals. And I would say, as Bob said, it's the economics that is really the issue. You know, it's kind of the convergence of we know the price of gas is high, rent is increasing in for a lot of individuals, and the price of food, and all of that for folks that just kind of eke by. Food really, so if you distribute food, you really help out because you've reduced some of the costs.
Yeah, and for so many people now coming out of the pandemic, you know, they may or may not be able to get jobs at this point, but we know the salaries that people make in San Diego versus the cost of living in San Diego, it doesn't quite match up, right? I mean, is that what you see as well?
We see that. I mean, that's a regular occurrence, and it's mostly, you know, I think driven by the high cost of housing. So particularly if you rent, and you know, rent has been increasing, and that's really where the burden is. And also for folks that are older adults on fixed incomes, that becomes a real challenge. So we also operate, for example, in San Diego County, we operate 4 safe parking lots, and you know, so we see firsthand the types of individuals that also are this is a new experience. They have decided that they can't afford rent any longer. Something has happened in their family or for them as individuals. And they're now in our parking lot because they are homeless but still maintain their car.
Oh, wow.
So our goal is to help them just to figure out what's going on and to help them get back into housing. And so that's a population that, you know, on this continuum, we're trying to stop the fall from you know, none of us want to see folks living on our streets in San Diego.
And I'm sure both of you gentlemen hear this a lot. You know, there's people who are one paycheck away from not being able to make rent, right? Or not being able to have their next meal, you know, so they're trying to get the help that they can. It's so important what you both are doing with your nonprofits. Today, Giving Tuesday, we want, you know, anyone who's able to donate to please do so. So before we have to go, if you could both tell us, Bob, we'll start with you. Your matching donations, how can people help out?
Well, people can join in. Just go to our website, Feeding San Diego, and they'll be able to navigate into the donor section. Financial is absolutely critical because the cost of food is increasing. And then we have our distribution network that we need to continue to maintain. But people can also donate their time. We are building kits of food for distribution, as well as people can they can donate their intellect, because we do have needs that we don't have directly on staff, but people who may volunteer some of their talents can help us.
Bob, I hate to interrupt. I'm so sorry, but Michael, real quick, we only have like 15 seconds left. How can people help you out?
Same thing. We're matching up to $100,000 on Giving Tuesday, and our website, and also volunteers. We home deliver meals, so we definitely need volunteers to help get meals out.
Thank you both for being on this morning. We appreciate it.